course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it took.
Watch Johnny's bite.
You know, I've watched you. Sometimes our people disagree with you, but I mean, I understand some of your approach. I mean, sometimes we take a hard bite. It helps us as politicians.
Nowadays, when I listen to you, I even panic.
Why?
Maybe, hey,
Why do you panic?
the way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can.
Okay.
And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it took.
Watch Johnny's bite.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Friday. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. Juma Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers and sisters. When you pray, pray for Ghana, pray for our president, and pray for the peace, tranquility, and progress of Ghana. I want to say thank you to Sonar Fashions in Tamale for my outfit this morning, and Real Royal Regalia for me, a small chief, in the Bogu area under the Dagbang Kingdom. And Sonar Fashions can be reached on 0246 590162. That's 0246 590162. I yield to the overlord of the Dagbang Kingdom, Yana himself. I yield to him. I yield to my paramount chief, Bona Salifutia II. I yield to him, and to all the other Dagbang chiefs, the paramount chiefs, Anana, everybody, I yield to them. And to say that I'm very, very proud of the exploits that are happening up north, and I pray that a lot more happens there. Now, there's a gentleman I want to specially eulogize. He's called Mr. Ping Pong. For those of you who remember, I went to the Volta region to do some stories, and then I twisted my leg. I think I broke a bone or so around my ankle area. And then I was brought in there. Mr. Ping Pong is behind the Kaneshi police station. Very, very, very young, energetic, enthusiastic man. And he worked on my leg. Today I can stand on my feet and still go around and do my stories and do my investigations. So Mr. Ping Pong, we popularly call him Odoyewu. Good morning to you, and thank you very, very much indeed, Mr. Ping Pong Odoyewu. Yesterday, when I mentioned the fact that some people had been kept on one rank for 8 years, some 7 years, I had a lot of people within the services sending me messages and calling me. So at some point, I even had to put my phone off. And I was asking myself how vicious people can be, that you know that a man or a woman is qualified to be promoted to the next rank. They have gone through assessment, they have gone through interviews. And I speak because my father at some point was in charge of promotions and recruitment, etc., of a security service. He was a chairman. I have read reports, I've seen stuff. I don't speak out of nothingness, no. That people are qualified for positions, people are qualified for new ranks, and they are kept on that same rank for donkey years, and their juniors are promoted over and above them, sometimes 3 times in 5 years, sometimes 3 times in 3 years. And they see their juniors progressing with all the benefits that come with those promotions, and they don't get anything. That is bad leadership. And any leader who has facilitated that is not fit to be in office as far as I'm concerned. That you know that person A is junior to person B. If they are officer rank, we know that, oh, this belongs to intake, let's say intake 13, intake 14, intake 15, and they find their mates going up and they find their juniors bypassing them, and they have not done anything that should be punitive enough for you to maintain them at the same rank, and you are holding on to them. Maybe next week, if God doesn't touch my heart, the database of the security agencies, when they were born, right, their intake, when they are supposed to go on retirement, those who are 62 and hiding, I will put it up on TV. I will put it up here on TV so we can all watch it together. Then you can tell me that somebody who is maybe intake 21 and is junior to somebody who was part of intake 15 is now senior to the person who he came to meet in the service, or she came to meet in the service. And they will call the heads of the security and ask them, this thing that you have done, if it were done to you, would you have survived? We are doing everything haphazardly in this country, and we must stop. That is the reset agenda. It must stop. We have to reset. It must stop. I gave you a case in point. The new National Security Coordinator, who was then ADC to Vice President John Mahama at the time, when was he promoted to DCOP? And when were his mates promoted to the other rank, DCOP? Other rank, I'm not talking about ORs. I'm talking, when was he promoted? It exposes the viciousness and the bitterness within the system. And I'm saying that there are a lot more people who are not happy about what is going on. How do you keep a man on one rank for 8 years? The man has said nothing. He has done nothing. 8 years, 7 years, 5 years, and they see their juniors progressing over them. Are you supposed to be promoting people every single year? Or 3 times in 5 years? Are you bending the rules? What special thing did they do to make them get that? Well, I'm asking you. If you're a security head and you have done that, you need to bow down your head in shame. And if I had my own way, all those unnecessary and silly promotions will be rescinded. They will be reversed. If I had my own way. If I had my own way, all those unnecessary, and you see, we have made the whole security structure about cronies and allies and friends and family and relatives, and it doesn't make sense. It's nonsense, really. It doesn't make sense. It's nonsense. I'm speaking like a chief. It's nonsense. It doesn't make any sense at all that you know that what you are doing is wrong, but you are doing it because you have been presented with an opportunity. So you are abusing the opportunity to do that. It is wrong. And what is wrong is wrong. Go to the immigration service. I say somebody was promoted 2 times in one day. I have the letters. I showed the letters up. 2 times in one day. 2 times in one day. Somebody was promoted 2 times in one day, immigration service. I showed you. Even the man who was being given the peck to wear on the shoulder, he said that this would have come at a later date. He said it, the video is there. 2 times in one day. What kind of evil spirit is that? What kind of viciousness is that? No, I'm asking you. You tell me, what kind of viciousness is that? What kind of evil spirit is that? Put the pictures of our security couples up there. And I like the fact that President Mahama now is appointing, these are not young people, but if you look at the ministerial nominees that have been put up there, relatively younger people. He swerved a lot of people. A lot of people who thought that, oh, this one there, it is my line. He swerved a lot of people. Swerved a lot of people. He has swerved a lot of people. I doubt that you were expecting that these 4 individuals would have made it to this, but they made it. Whether you like it or you don't like it, they are the ones in charge of our security. Aka defense in the interior. We have been in this country before. Look, find me the meeting with the chiefs. There's a picture of the meeting with the chiefs. We've been in this country before. I'll show you 2 presidents and how they have conducted themselves. 2 presidents. There's one who used to carry a chair around. And there's one who sits on a plastic chair. It's a picture. They are pictures. They are both up north. Today I said I came dressed like a chief that I am to let you know what we have gone through. When our former president travels, he doesn't carry his chair along. The golden chair, the most beautiful chair, he doesn't carry it along. When he's here, he foists it on us, carries the chair along. I said the chair was up north. That's the chair. Up north. They carried the chair from here, put it in a V8 and took it up north. And we paid for it as taxpayers. Oh yes, we did. We paid for it. This chair. Show me the other one. And at the time when the chair was being carried, there was a general who was following him around. How can a general be following another general around? Follow general. And the military did not complain. Somebody is sitting on a plastic chair. It tells you. And I hope that JM, this is not, what do you call it? This is not fanfu. Because in the beginning we were told that, oh, the government was going to use buses to convey ministers. A few moments later, we saw the convoys. We will pass it, and they can't do anything about my friend Stika. He was in the bus. My own friend Stika, he was in the bus. Look at this picture very well. Somebody carried a chair from Accra and took it up north. And somebody went to the north and sat on a plastic chair. What the people gave him is what he sat on. Otutu Brofo did not sit on what the people offered him. He said, I'll bring my own chair. You can't force me. And you paid for it. So when I hear people asking the accountability, I say, good, ask. National Thanksgiving said, ask, how much did it cost? It's good, ask. But when you ask for the current government to be accounting for 10 days in government, to be accounting for things, ask your government then what they also did. Because if you only ask the current government that is only 10 days in office to account for everything, and you fail to ask over the last 8 years what your government did, you are telling the world that you are stupid. You must be a Ghanaian first of all, not a party political animal or representing the emblem of a political party. No. The accountability question must cut across. Like what we do here. We ask person A this question, we ask person B this question, and they must both answer. We paid for 8 years. We paid for a chair to be carried in a V8 air conditioned, to have a driver and 2 persons who were carrying the chair to and fro. Did you ask the question of accountability when the time was due? Did you ask the question of accountability? You are free to ask the question of accountability now. 10 days in government out of the first 120 days. Did you ask the question of accountability then? If you didn't ask then and you're asking now, you are telling the world that you are stupid. It's plain and simple. That you cannot think for yourself. You have to be wired, and it looks like you're a robot running on low batteries. We went through this for 8 years. This chair must be put at the National Museum. So the generations that will come after will come and see the chair and say, well, this is Otutu Brofo's chair. We must make this chair a big story. You go to the place, and you know, when our former president used to go for BBC, CNN interviews, he dare not carry his chair into the studio. But when he comes home, the people he begged for power, he takes the chair and he takes it everywhere. Can he take the chair everywhere now? I don't know. I've showed you 2 palaces in the north. And I've showed you how 2 presidents have conducted themselves. They were both presidents. So this is not flag bearer and president. No, presidents. They went to the Nairis palace. He went to the Nairis palace What he was offered was what he sat on. Finish. Show me the bags of rice. The president has given a directive that bags of rice should be distributed to the schools. It's for a month's supply. I have asked the question, after 1 month, what next? What happens? Bright Appeal of Child Rights International was all happy the fact that Charles said that, going forward, parents have to bring food to the school. No. He said no. It would disarm the project. It would disorganize everything. The president of the day says, take the rice in the warehouses and give to the children to eat. Leadership. This is not rebagged, repackaged, expired rice that somebody will get angry about when you ask him questions and you walk out of the studio. This is not rebagged and repackaged rice. This is not rebagged and repackaged rice that FDA will be finding English to explain English to us. This is not. This is proper rice that is being given to your children, that his children can also eat, that my children can eat. It's called leadership. What we had in the last period was not leadership. It was foisting authority on us. Authority that we did not want. It was being foisted on us. Let me tell you something. There's a Facebook post, a member of parliament, another young, vibrant man that I respect so much. He wrote something. Let's read it together. He wrote something on his Facebook page. We'll read it together. Collins Adumaku Mensah. Very young, vibrant, energetic man. Intelligent as well. He says, you were an appointee of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. 2, CEO, minister, deputy minister, etc. Your appointing authority has left power graciously. Before he left, he instructed that all assets in your possession, including official cars, should be handed over before January 3, 2025. Aligibam didn't get this notice. He's still holding on to his vehicle. These cars are for the official duties only. You are no more on official duties. Why keep the car? Why keep the assets and allow some overzealous party faithful to chase you? Why? He's asking. He's surprised. The boss himself has left the Jubilee House. Why even wait to be sacked from office when you know you are a political appointee? We have a party to rebuild and recapture. Rebuild and recapture. Rebuild and recapture. Recapture from whose hands? Rebuild after being broken to what extent? We don't need any unnecessary drama. Tune your mind and let's get to work. We shall surely be back. Rambo, I'll be back. This is what he has written. Yesterday, I told you about Gihok, and I told you about Mr. Kofi Juma. The workers say he is at home in Kumasi, and just this week he asked for 34,000 or so to be sent to him. The workers say, monkey no go fit work me baboon chop, because we want the man gone already. And John Mahama's government is looking on, and Kofi Juma is making the withdrawals according to the workers. If they lie, I lie. But they have not lied to me before on Gihok matters. So I no lie. He is at home asking for them to send money, and the general manager is the one sending the money. Right? They are sending the money. And I say, I'm giving the oral team an assignment. Go to Kaneshi police station. There's over 500,000 Ghana cedis that Gihok money some workers took and chopped. They are paying back small. Whether they are finished or not, I don't know. But go there. You see, when people steal money, it doesn't matter if they return all the money. The law has to deal with them. For stealing, for even thinking of stealing, the law has to deal with them. If we don't deal with all those people, we will have a problem on our hands. I say some of them have run to South Africa, some of them have run to America. I know their names. I can give you the names. I put their names here before. Yeah, I'm not afraid of anything. I like to say it the way it has to be said, so that we are all free in our minds. The workers, Gihok factory has been grounded to a halt now. The workers go to work and they don't produce anything because they say they cannot continue to work while somebody chops their money from afar and doesn't come to the office. And Collins Adumaku is very clear. You are an appointee. You know that you are a political appointee. Why are you still in that office? What are you looking for? Your boss himself has left. He asks that by the 3rd of January 2025, you return every asset in your possession. Every asset in your possession, you return it. You have not returned the assets. You have not. You are planning to keep that V8. Oh, they will recover it. I said what shook me was the fact that the chaplain general of the Ghana Prison Service, he was in his home, official residence that was given to him by the service. And people were walling the house around him and his family. He doesn't live in that facility anymore. He lives in a church house now. But he's still chaplain general of the Ghana Prison Service. He will not be happy I said it, but I said it. Who bought that land? Go to the prison's headquarters today. Go and check what is happening there. I said there's a land closer to where the AstroTurf had been done by Ghana Gas. There's a piece of land there. There's a piece of land there. Who is building the apartments there, or who wants to build apartments there? Or you think we don't know? We know everything. We see everything. We see and we judge. Well, we see and we judge. We will judge it. All those lands, when I was growing up, those around Roman Ridge, all those places that I know and knew that there were facilities meant for the security services, I will personally give all the information, all those places. Either they seize the buildings or they take over. Look, right down here, Information Services Department, ISD, the land, right next to TV3. Somebody has come to build, is there a 6-story, 5-story, something here? I put the thing up. Lands Commission came to put a notice on the gate that don't continue this building. They are almost done with the building. Who owns it? Is it a phone seller? I don't know. I'm just asking you. Is it a phone seller? And who gave the land to the phone seller? I will lead personally and let them reclaim all those things, because stealing is not good. If it was stolen, it is not good. It has to be recovered in the interest of the state and for the state. Stealing is not good. If you are caught a thief, where I grew up in Abosokan, Newtown, Kaneshi, when they say, hey, July, you see the crowd coming at you. Maybe that's the process we need to adopt as a country. That this land belongs to the government. Somebody has taken the land because he has friends closer to power. That person, it has to be taken away from that person. And he has to be taught 1 or 2 lessons. Where did this stinking greed come from? The stinking greed, where did it come from? Stinking greed, where did it come from? And then they will come and tell you that, oh, you didn't live like one bobra. One bobra, you didn't try, you didn't strive to be successful. One bobra. Julokankan one bobra. That's what they will come and tell you, and they will tell your children. Meanwhile, if we were all doing it with our clear eyes, I'm not sure that some of them would even get a quarter of what they have. Pure thievery. And it must stop. Show me the list of the state-owned enterprises that we have. Those who are looking for appointment, if you are qualified, you can go and look for some. But I just want to show you what we have as a country. What we have as a country. I want to show you. This is it. It's too long. So you can look at it. Just pay attention to it. Put it on the screen. Let's pay attention to this. For those of you who are looking for appointments, who don't know, what is there, all these places, there are political appointees everywhere. Accra Digital Center, Etel Tigo Ghana Limited, AESL, Bulk, Boss or Best, Consolidated Bank Ghana, ECG, Ghana Airports Company Limited, Ghana Commodity Exchange Limited, Ghana Cocoa Board, Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company Limited, Development Bank Ghana, that's Akufo-Addo creation. Exim Bank Ghana, Bank Ghana Grade Company, Ghana Heavy Equipment Limited, Ghana Post Company Limited, Ghana Publishing Company Limited, Ghana Railway Company Limited, Ghana Reinsurance Company, Ghana Supply Company Limited, Ghana Tourism Development Company Limited, Ghana Trade Fair Company Limited, Ghana Water Company Limited, Gihog Distilleries, my favorite, GNPA Limited, Graphic Communications Group Limited, Irrigation Company of Ghana, ICO, Alegibam, good morning to you. Kumasi City Market, National Food Buffer Stock Company Limited, New Times Corporation, Precious Minerals Marketing Company, that's Sami Jefi, PSC Tema Shipyard, State Housing Company Limited, TDC Development Company Limited, Tema Oil Refinery Company Limited, Venture Capital Trust Fund, Volta River Authority, ESLA PLC, Ghana Amalgamated Trust PLC, Electronic Waste Fund, Ghana Education Trust Fund, Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, Ghana Investment Fund for Electronic Communications, Ghana Road Fund, Bui Power Authority, Ghana Deposit Protection Corporation, Ghana Integrated Aluminium Development Corporation, Ghana Integrated Iron and Steel Development Corporation, Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, Ghana National Gas Company, Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Minerals Income Investment Fund, MIF, I think it's a lady who has been just put there, National Home Ownership Fund, Social Investment Fund, plenty places, ADB, Ghana, Accra, Abato, Intercity, STC, Ghana Women's Fund, plenty appointment. In fact, there's another list, Crassus, put the other list there. There's another list. This is state, SIGA, this is a SIGA document. There's another list, plenty places. And all these places are inundated with political appointees. The appointments have to be fast so that the reset can happen quick. Some of these places have been so run down, you have no idea. How do we have all these companies? And then in our Ghana Club 100, the first 10 doesn't even belong to Ghanaians. Is it not a joke? Are we not jokers? Who did we put at these places? At the helm of affairs at these places? Who did we put there? And what is their scorecard? I'm asking simple questions. Who did we put there? And what is their scorecard? What did they bring to the table? And if they didn't bring anything to the table, why did we continue paying them or keeping them at post and giving them all the benefits that performers actually are required to get? Why did we put them there? I'm asking simple questions. All these institutions that we have, all these belongs to the state interest and governance authority. All these, they belong to the state. Why we even have SIGA, I don't understand. Because some of them work under ministries, departments and agencies. But we still form SIGA and give jobs to people. Who did we put at these places? And what is the benefit that we got from them? Or they were just happy driving in those Land Cruisers and walking around and driving around. And that is what should inform this government of who to put where. Don't put square plugs in round holes. No. Don't do that. It has been done before in this country. We know the consequences. We saw it. We felt it. And it has hurt us so bad. If all these companies were up and running and they were doing very well, do you think that we will go and borrow money from anywhere? We have everything. It is because of mismanagement. It is because of putting people who are not qualified at places. It is because of party loyalty. It is because of partisan patronage. So we put people there when we know that they themselves, they don't understand what's going on. They spend the 4 years trying to learn to understand what's going on around them. Mr. President, you don't have the luxury of time. The streets are happy with the way you are going. In 10 days, you have done your appointments. In 10 days, it looks like you are very serious about this second coming of John Mahama and you're working. But never take your eye off the ball because the people are watching. And once the people are watching, they will ask questions. Once the people are watching, it means they have an interest in what's going on. Once the people are watching, it means that they are looking for the progress that they missed. They missed. Go to Ghana Water Company. Last minute recruitment. People have been employed and made senior staff. They have no work experience. they have no offices to work. I will put the list up on Monday. The letters that were written by my good friend Engineer Clifford Brime, I'll put the letters up. The appointment letters, I'll put all of them up on Monday. Make a date. And we will ask the questions how people who just got in, right, with no work experience, with no knowledge of the operations of Ghana Water Company, were made senior staff over and above people who have been there for 15 years, 18 years, 13 years, who have a similar qualification or sometimes even better. I know somebody who has an HND and who has a degree as well, is working on a master's, and that person still has remained a junior staff after 13 or 15 years of working. Somebody who just came fresh from the university, party boy and girls, and they have been made senior staff over these people. Do you think that the experienced hands will willingly and wholeheartedly work in the interest of Ghana? No. I say the concept of promoting juniors over seniors cut across every sector, including even the judiciary. The judicial staff, they talk to me. They talk to me. Why do we have to do that? Where we say in our local parlance, the head can't be there so that you put the cap on the neck, on the knee. The head can't be there, and then you go and put the cap on the knee. But that's what we are doing. We are promoting juniors over seniors because they have shown that, oh, they are loyal, they are party people. Where from this nonsense? I ask. How did we become this in this country? So promotion is no longer about merit and qualification and experience and expertise. It's just about having a party card with a certain emblem on it. Come on. How do we progress? The places where we go and borrow money from, is that how they conduct themselves? So why are we conducting ourselves as if we are in a jungle? Because even in the animal kingdom where stupidity is most essential, seniority rules. Even in the animal kingdom where stupidity is most essential, seniority, it rules. Sheriff, rest in peace. Even in the animal kingdom where stupidity is most essential, seniority rules. Quote me everywhere. I've said it the last time, I will close. Even in the animal kingdom, where stupidity is most essential, seniority rules. Have a good morning. Call me 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. 055-924-2717 and 055-691-0154. Good morning.